I've been working on a couple of ideas for transmission systems for the rubber band racer. And by transmission, what I mean is transmitting the power to the axle where you want the drive to be. So in class, we go over stuff about the different kinds of motion. We've got linear motion in a straight line. We've got reciprocating motion, which is motion going backwards and forwards in a straight line. We've got oscillation, which is swinging like a pendulum. And we've got rotary, like a rotating wheel. So in this instance, we've got a rubber band which is going linear, and we want to translate it into rotary motion. And we want to do it really efficiently so our car travels a long distance. So this one here I put on the classroom. You might have seen it before. It's a little design I did last year actually. Like I modelled it in Lego Technic. If you've got any Lego Technic at home, I mean, get it out and just try out some ideas really. So with this one, what I've got is I've got a gear system, right? So my gear system's got, I think it's 30 teeth on this one. I don't want to count them all, but I think it's 30 teeth. I'm pretty sure that's 15 teeth on that one, let's say, for example. So the idea is that when you turn this one around, a bit with the green on it, look, the other one, the wheels, have to travel twice as fast to keep up with it, okay? So for every one revolution of this one needs to turn around 2 times, right? But you will notice one thing about this, look, is that the direction of rotation is reversed. So whereas this one is travelling anti-clockwise, these are travelling clockwise. And obviously I want them to be going the other way. So one thing it does do with this design, I think I showed you on the other video, is when I hook that rubber band over there, is if I hook it, I've got to hook it from underneath, right? So I hook it underneath like that. And then when I start to coil it, I coil it going kind of backwards, I guess, right? And I store up all that elastic potential energy like this. Load it right up. You'll see the axle starts to bend at the top because it's got a lot of force in it. And then when I let it go, hopefully I get quite a lot of momentum. So it's pretty good acceleration. It's going to speed up quite quickly. Not a lot of mass in this racer. Okay, so momentum's not going to be fantastic. Momentum is mass times velocity, remember? So you might have velocity, but if you haven't got the mass, you're not going to have a great deal of momentum. But that's quite a nice little system of speeding up the rotation. I quite like that one. And then my latest design I've got is this one here. Now it's a bit different, this one. I kind of don't know why this one came to me, but it's have a look at this then, right? So this one here uses a rubber band and a lever. Okay, now the lever mechanism I've got is longer on this side than the bit that goes to the other end of the rubber band. So what this one does, look, is when I wind the wheel up to store the energy, look, it pulls the lever down, stretching the rubber band like this. So it's loaded there, look, and I'm going to let it go. Okay, it releases the energy and hopefully it extends the distance that the rubber band is pulling, which is going to give us more rotations on the back axle. Now I've tied it on at the end so you can see when it gets to full extension there and it's released all its energy, it actually gets tied back up on the axle and slows it down. So it just needs to come loose when it's finished doing its pulling so that it can carry on rotating. So I've got some nice thin wheels here to reduce the rolling resistance. I put some rubber O-rings around these ones to get a bit of grip. But that's quite a nice little mechanism there for increasing the force. So both of those just modelled with Lego. Look. So if you've got any Lego Technic, like I said before, get your Lego Technic out and see what you can come up with. I mean, your final racer could be made out of Lego Technic if you wanted to. I might bring these in and try them in school and see how many meters I get out of them. We'll see how we go.